Yeah, Silent Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. Hey. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mar. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card Mar.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, folks? How we doing today? How we doing today? How we doing today? It is Wednesday, getting over that hump, y'all. It's your boy Wildcard Mar in the building. I.O.W. Sports Network. And it's of course. Gotta give a shout out to my guy, Silent Hill TDS, the guy that created that dope intro for the show. Going over there and tap in with him at Hitchhikers. And then, of course, hey, man, tap in with all that content. You see them on the bottom of your screen. I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, of course, right here on YouTube. I.O.W. Sports Network, I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. You want to top it up with me personally? Twitter at KC Wildcard Mar. I know y'all. I'm still calling it Twitter. I don't think I'll ever come around to calling it X yet. All right. To me, it's too close to DMX. So that's the only X I know. But no, I just want to take a quick second. I want to take a quick second and before we might have the big homie Nick Shine. He's up and about. He's going to join me in a second. But I want to take a quick second and send out some positive vibes. Send out some love, send out some, positive, vibrations towards our boy, Jersey Boy MJ. For those who follow us on the Facebook page, I got news early this morning from his wonderful wife, Julia. She came in and she messaged me and gave me some horrifying news that MJ collapsed, fell down some flight of stairs, suffered a very traumatic head injury. So our condolences to Julia, the kids, and MJ for speedy recovery. So please go on over to the Facebook page. There is a GoFundMe page up there just to help out. You know, whether it's food, um, whether they want to use it towards medical bills. I don't care what they use it for. Let's just show some support to that family. He's one of our very own here at I.O.W. So I would be very, remiss of not putting that out there. We didn't do a couple of shows the last 2 days because I was spending family time. My mother and my sister were in town. First time they got to see baby number 3. And of course, just spend time with the family. So that's why we didn't have shows. But in the midst of that, I didn't know that MJ was dealing with this serious situation. And it's just, it sucks. I don't want to dwell on it, but please going over to I.O.W. Sports Network on the Facebook page, find the GoFundMe page, and give what you can. 50 cents, $1, $5, $10. It all matters. It all helps. It helps this family in the middle of a very, real shitty situation. So please, whatever you can give is much appreciated. So, yeah. So this show right here is going to be dedicated to our brother, Jersey boy MJ. So we're going to show him some love. What's happening with you, big dog?
I'm doing my tribute to Matt right now with the hands crossed, looking disinterested at the shit you got to say. The Yankee hat on and the sunglasses.
Man, I love it, man. What's going on with you, brother?
This is my Matt tribute, brother.
Oh, man. Big homie.
Yeah, the page got a couple... we got a couple donations today from the I.O.W. page. One of my buddies I went to high school with dropped a nice, generous donation from his family. And...
yeah, it's beautiful, man.
I got a real soft spot in my heart for Matt. He's been a good dude. He's been reaching out to me with all the shit that I went through this year. We shared the link on the stream on the show I co-host with Jeremy on his channel on Wednesday nights, and I got a little choked up talking about it. I had to dip out of the stream for a minute. So yeah, everybody go show Matt some love. We bust balls here at I.O.W. We all go with each other, and it's all out of love. And we got nothing but love for Matt. And I would give anything to hear another shitty take about how Ohtani sucks. I would give anything to hear that right now. Hey, those that know that how me and Matt go back and forth, that's me really showing my man a lot of love right now. I would love one of those shitty takes about Ohtani sucking right now.
Hey, man.
I told him, I actually texted his phone, and I was like, you better hurry up and get your punk ass healed, because who else is going to tell me fuck the Jets every Monday on the show after they win this season? I need you here for that. Nobody else can play that role. Nobody else can go tell me fuck my team and not get all the smoke from me. So I need your ass back, buddy.
No,
God
for
bless,
real,
man. May God watch over Matt, heal him, guide the surgeons, and be with his family right now, man. It's real tough shit.
We did get some update from his wife a few hours ago. They did. He was able to, talk. Able to answer some questions on what's his name, the date, who's his wife, and things like that. So there's signs of good progress. But obviously let's just keep sending our guy positive vibes so he can make a full recovery and come back and talk his shit on the show, man. And it sucks because we just did the debut of his baseball podcast.
I know.
And we had a fantastic time. He did very well as his first time hosting, and this happened. So I'm just like, so unfortunately, all around the diamond with Jersey's finest. Going to take a brief hiatus. He will come back because we have full faith that our boy is going to come back stronger and better than ever. So, but yeah, let's switch up the mood, man. Let's talk some sports, man.
Let's do it.
Man, we got some NCAA football coming tomorrow. Starting of week 1. They had week 0 last week. No big matchups last week, obviously, but there's not a lot of some big matchups, give or take. Obviously Colorado and TCU debut of Prime on the 2nd. Tomorrow, you actually got a good matchup, Florida and Utah. Anything you're looking forward to this year in college football? Obviously, you being a Dogs fan, obviously you're looking for the chance to three-peat. Obviously, so I see.
I'll be honest with you. I've been so deep into the NFL with hopefully my Jets finally being good that I haven't dove too much into college yet. To be completely honest with you, yeah. I know Georgia came out as one. I know Harbaugh's got the suspension. I mean, we won't know much about these teams until October hits anyway, and conference play hits, right?
Yeah, for the
SEC, for the big dogs, they're gonna steamroll these. Most of them will start 3-0, right? Some of them book the big game.
Yeah, LSU and Florida State is probably the biggest one of the weekend. Sunday night they got number 5 LSU and number 8 Florida State. So that's to me that's a big game. So here's my thought process, big homie. When you
what you got, bro?
When you rank or put these matchups so early in the season of top ranked teams, especially with Florida State being in the ACC, going against a SEC team doesn't know justice, because if they lose, like even if you run the table in the ACC, it's pretty much putting you on the outside looking in to even get to the playoff, if you ask me. But now LSU, on the other hand, if they were to lose and actually run the table and win the SEC, it doesn't hurt them so much to have that one loss. I don't know. Maybe just my thought process on that. Playing a big time matchup game so early in the season, and obviously you don't really know too much of or what your team is or the opponent, what they're about. So it's kind of, I guess you guys just got to kind of give and take on what the hell is going to happen on that first matchup of the year in a big game matchup like that. So I mean, other than that game, I mean, obviously Alabama, they got a cupcake, Middle Tennessee State. So I expect them to be 1-0. Georgia, they got some University of Tennessee Martin. Yeah, University of Tennessee
Martin.
Yeah. So I don't know the money line on that, but
I'm on it right now. Shines on the money line. Don't worry.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't take the underdog on that one.
Oh, they don't even have a line yet. They don't even have a line.
Because they're trying to figure it out. They were like, how
it will probably be like minus 47.5, right? Maybe more. I'm gonna go to FanDuel now, but Bleacher Report didn't have one.
Yeah, oh dog, it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be far out there. But no, man, obviously, college football is going to be kicking off tomorrow night. I'm excited for it. Like I said, South Dakota, they come to Missouri, so I see my Missouri Tigers take on them. Hey, let's get the win. Elon, they go to Wake Forest, Kent State and UCF, Central Florida, Georgia State and Rhode Island, St. Francis of Pennsylvania going to Western Michigan, North Carolina State and UConn, and of course we already mentioned Florida and Utah, Nebraska and Minnesota. You got Arkansas Pine Bluff going to Tulsa, North Carolina A&T going to University of Alabama Birmingham, and then you got Southern Utah versus Arizona State. Again, no crazy matchups besides that Florida and Utah matchup. But yeah, to me, it's the mark that football is really here, because we're gonna have football on Sunday. It's gonna be a minute before we're out. We're without football on a Sunday, so I'll take it. Whether it's college or NFL. So, but yeah, let's jump into some NFL talk. Obviously, everybody's 53-man rosters, have been solidified, and right now everybody's just trying to find depth and get to, who you can claim off of waivers to, add to your practice squad right now. So,
I gotta say something, and this isn't me coming at you. This is me going at everybody, all content creators. It's not the final 53. It's the initial, because this shit is going to change every week. So, you know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh, the final 53. Like even the Jets guy. I was like, it's not the final. It's the initial 53. It might change 2-3 times before the first game.
I got it. In
I'm a wordsmith, mother. Don't be mad because I perfected the English language and you talk Southern shit.
You're nitpicking. Oh, fuck out of here.
It's the initial 53.
Off the top of your head, some of the moves
Jets.
that your Jets made. No,
off the top of my head, Jets.
No. What are some of the moves that you think the people who are not familiar with the Jets and in closer or putting that much, effort like you are into following them? What are some of the names that you think could possibly, help the Jets out on the practice squad or eventually end up becoming of that 53?
From other teams?
No, just in general that you guys have kind of claimed off of waivers or anything.
We picked up one running back, Valladay from Tennessee, safety from Tennessee, and Valladay, a running back who's a rookie.
Okay.
But something I talked about today with Jeremy, and yesterday too, I did a show as the countdown was coming down for the 4:00 final cut, and the Jets have placed themselves in a really good position since 2020. They have the second most amount of players picked up from them. So Joe Douglas has done a really good job. Like, we used to live on the waiver wire and hoping teams, because we didn't have depth. We had all those years of bad drafts, right? So you don't have depth. You don't have competition. You're waiting for teams to cut guys and bring them in because you've sucked.
Yeah.
This is the second year in a row we haven't claimed anybody on cut day. We've signed other guys to the practice squad after they've cleared waivers, but we haven't. Joe Douglas, Rex Hogan, the front office, the coaching staff, the professional and the amateur scouting departments have done a really good job the last couple of years. And you're starting to see a well-rounded roster, and you're seeing guys that don't make our roster get picked up elsewhere, like immediately. Bam Knight went to the Lions, which is good for him, right? I know he loved it here, and they loved him. But you got Montgomery and you got Gibbs, and then you need a third backup there. So, Bam Knight can go in and has a better chance to play there than he does being the fifth RB here sitting on the practice squad. So we're finally a competently run organization, and it's taken a while to get here. You know how down we've been. Everyone's made jokes about how bad the Jets have been and for how long, right?
Yeah.
We finally are a competent organization in the front office, on the sideline, and in the locker room. There's no bullshit. There's no shenanigans off the field. Coaching staff with Salah is respected. I know you guys will bust my balls. He hasn't won anything, but he's respected as a coach. And you see him on Hard Knocks. He's a likable coach, right?
Well, I think he gets respect because you see, as a football fan, you can see him changing the culture. That's why I think he gets a lot of respect. It's not necessarily the wins and losses that's going to get him the respect. It's the fact that as a football fan, you can see people buying in and wanting to, help change the culture of something that just hasn't been there in a while. They're trying to build a winning culture. And believe it or not, when you go from 4 wins to 7 wins, and hopefully you get more this year, I mean, he's on the right path. So that's why I think he gets a lot of love from people who aren't Jets fans. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when you finally put it on the screen,
that's my boy Adam from New York Sports Wikimedia.
What's going on?
What's going on? This show descended. Thanks for hopping over, man.
Yeah, man. Welcome to I.O.W. Come on back and come chop it up with us at any time. So yeah, man. But no, hey, here's one thing that I gotta discuss, and I don't care how you slice it. One team that is literally going crazy in the waiver wire is the damn Cardinals.
That's where the Jets were. That was the Jets 5 years ago. Like, oh, you cut a guy, we need him. You cut a guy, we need. The Cardinals have turned into what the Jets, what the Lions, what the Browns were, right? The Jaguars.
those are the 4 teams that have been punching bags for a very long time.
Oh,
And
well,
it's
the
funny that
Cardinals are
the
the punching
Jags,
bag.
Lions, Browns, and Jets all have playoff aspirations, have all moved up a little bit in the NFL world in terms of respectability. And now the Cardinals have turned into Oprah. You pick up a player, you pick up a player, we pick up a player. Like all they're doing is living on the waiver wire.
Nick,
How bad do you feel for Zach Ertz? Zach Ertz went there with David Johnson, DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray. He went there with the J.J. Watt, respectable Patrick Peterson. There was they had not LeBayhew, Mathau, the Honey Badger. He was there with them for a minute. They had a respectable team. And Zach Ertz goes there and everyone's gone, dude.
I don't know if it's all starting to make sense why Buda Baker wanted to get the hell out of there. It's all starting to make sense on why certain players went there and they was like, yo, I got to get out of here, bro.
Did you see the news today about them?
What about
Steve Wilkes?
Oh yeah, but that's something that's happened a while ago. That's kind of been out.
But he did testimony or
he testified?
Not testify. Deposition. He was in a deposition and said in the deposition that during his suspension, a higher up in the organization from ownership said give him a burner phone so he can be in contact with the team during the suspension. So, I mean, they're going to be losing draft picks. They're going to be – it's ugly in Arizona. It's ugly, dude.
And all this came from the owner because I remember me and MJ talking about this some months ago about this situation. And I told Steve, I made a clip about it. I was like, Steve Wilkes, it gives you no reason to even get involved in this situation. But that team is a damn disgrace, bro. I mean, I don't care how you slice it. If I'm a Cardinals fan, there's no way I'm happier. There's no way first of all, if I'm a Cardinals fan, I'm taking a year off. Definitely this year off. Because there's no way I can
you save your money, you don't buy the tickets, and you just wait for the bowl. You just wait for the College Bowl to be at your stadium, right? And you spend the money and go to that.
Bro, no, for real. I'm saying that tongue in cheek, but like for real, I would not give them a dime of my hard-earned money if I was a Cardinals fan. Because there's nothing that they're doing right now that is actually in regards to show you love as a fan and say, hey, we're going to put out quality content for you to watch. No.
Dude, that would be like us hitting go live and sitting here silent for an hour and be like, all right, everyone, thanks for coming. We had things planned. It just didn't work out that way. This the Arizona Cardinals when their fans asked them shit. Bring back the shine shimmy.
But my thing is like, how the hell do you give away Isaiah Simmons for a 7th round pick? A 7th round pick, and you just gave him to Wink Martindale for a 7th round? You gave I can understand.
That's a nice pickup for the Giants.
It's a great pickup for the Giants.
Very good pickup. That is that's a unique piece that a creative coach can have a lot of fun with. And I think Wink's gonna I said it last week on the show. Wink's gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Oh, he's gonna have a field day with Isaiah Simmons.
He'll be a very impactful player in that defense.
When I saw that trade went down, big dog, I was like, the fuck? I said, what? I was like, wait, hold up, a 7th? And the first thing that came to my mind is like Brett Veach. Why the hell didn't you call them motherfuckers for a 7th round pick for Isaiah?
Like, they found Manuel Noriega
but that's
in the Philippines. What? That beat hits. I hear that shit. Come on, man. That shit hits.
It's funny you say that. That played on the radio a couple of days ago, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is my shit."
You be in the car, you start slamming into the seat when it hits, like you start to break everything.
Hey, Noriega Super Thugs will always hit my car, bro. I don't care what fuck when nobody.
Hell yeah! It just hit in my head. I didn't even hear the music, and I got a headache right now for bouncing around. But hey, Jay Jones, what up, dog?
What's happening, Double J? But bro, how do you give away premium talent? Isaiah Simmons is premium talent, bro. I understand you didn't want to pay him. You probably didn't want to pay him. I think that's what it is, but you don't give away a 7th rounder. That's all you get. Come on, man. So let me ask you this. Obviously, they're getting rid of premium talent. How long?
Oh, they didn't even begin yet.
How long?
Wait till Caleb Williams says, "I'm gonna play one more year." He's gonna Peyton Manning what Peyton Manning did to the Jets. Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison might do to Arizona.
Bro, so let me ask you this: if they're getting away of premium talent, why are they holding on to Kyler? There's a team out there that could use him.
I think they do try to move him once he's healthy.
Yeah, because he's going to start the season on the PUP, which is crazy.
I mean, what he had the knee surgery in November, right?
About
over November.
Yeah, something around there. Yeah.
Not everybody's Breece Hall. Breece Hall had a surgery like the second week in November.
Yeah.
You know, and as of right now, we could be looking at Adrian Peterson 2.0, somebody that can you trade a player on IR? And I think you can trade him, but the other team has to receiving him as is.
Yeah.
It's not common. I don't know if it might be allowed, but not common. Yeah. Especially when you're looking at that contract. You want to make sure a guy's healthy before you take that stupid contract that he didn't deserve.
Hey, you said it, dog.
I said it the day. How do you go from you don't read the playbook to here's a massive extension, bro? Our bad. Like right there. And you had to calm me down because how ballistic I went that day.
Well,
about when they signed that contract. I'm like, 3 weeks ago, like 2-3 weeks.
But I'm saying you were justified. My thing is you can't say he's our quarterback of the future, but you got to put an amendment in a contract to tell him to do his job. So you can't sit there and have that much faith and trust in him. Like, come on. I mean, they picked up Josh Dobbs off of waiver wire. They cut Colt McCoy. They're going to throw Josh Dobbs in there.
James Conner, the running back. They got Hollywood Brown at receiver. They got Rondell Moore, third year from Purdue. They got Zach Ertz at tight end. They still got Kelvin Beachum on the line. He was a Jet for a year or two. Man of the year candidate every year. Outstanding human being. Was with the Broncos. Yeah. In Carolina for a minute. Now he's out in Arizona.
They got a couple.
I can't name anyone else on their offense. I'll be completely honest with you. And I
that's pretty much it.
I consider myself to know most of the offenses in the NFL. Defensively,
yeah, Buda Baker. That's it.
Yeah, Buda. That's it.
I mean, it's you don't have too much.
Oh, Paris Johnson. They drafted Paris Johnson. Good call, Adam. Thank you.
But come on, this thing is gonna be a train wreck, bro.
Hold up. I gotta take him to task. Mediocre would be a massive upgrade to this team, Jay.
Yeah.
Mediocre. They pray for mediocrity in Arizona right now. Mediocre.
At this
point, if they get 4 wins, it's the greatest coaching job in the history of the NFL.
Oh, give Jonathan Gannon coach of the year to get 4 wins.
4 wins with this roster
give him coach of the year.
Amazing.
Bro, I'm being serious. I am being serious. If they get 4 wins, give Jonathan Gannon coach of the year. Because this
coach by far. Runaway, unanimous.
This team is absolutely garbage. Basura, booty juice, man, on paper.
Watch them beat the Niners. Bro. Watch like James Conner have a ridiculous game and they beat the Niners like the last week. Right. I don't know if they play them, but watch them beat the Niners and cost like the Niners home field or some crazy shit goes on. Yo, you get the script yet? Does that happen? Did you get Can you tell me what the Jets do if you get the script?
But hey, this is literally the most obvious tanking job without them telling us that they were tanking that I've ever seen. I mean, they're literally snatching anybody and everybody on the waiver wire, bro. It's ridiculous. I don't even know. Look, if it's legal, then by all means. If they want to get that first pick, like you said, I hope Caleb Williams does the. Hey, man, I ain't going to y'all, bro.
You know who they are? You know who they are?
What
They're the drug dealer outside the club trying to hit on every girl leaving by themselves without a man. Like, yo, girl, what you doing after here? Hey, yo, you want to come? We got some stuff back at the house. You want to hang out with us? He's just throwing out freebies to anybody that look his way.
Yeah, I got party favors. Nah,
Yeah.
I ain't partying with you, bro.
Yeah. Yo, you want to hang? We about to have a good time. We about to turn up. Hey, you want to come to Arizona? No, it's hot and your team sucks.
Hey, beat a few teams, Jay. Well, hey, I looked at their schedule. There's only 4 opportunities that I think that they can win. It's against the Rams twice, against the Houston Texans in the bye week. So there's the only 4 opportunities that they got a chance to get a win. That's the only chance.
Adam, I'm not there anymore, but I speak on what I know.
Hey, if you know, you know. It is what it is. But yeah, Cardinals are going to be abysmal. They are just going to be atrocious. I have no idea what the hell is going on with them.
Okay.
It's a shame, man.
All right, here's a good bet. The best team in the NFL, whatever their record is, say 15-2, 14-3. If you invert it, are the Cardinals worse? So say 15-2 is the best record this year in football. That means Cardinals 2-15. They're not 3-14, right? You know what I mean? They'll be worse than the best record. You know what I'm saying? Like if you invert the record, they'll have less wins than the other team has losses.
All right, I'm following you. So I mean, let's just be real. Let's look at their schedule real quick, because I mean, I don't want to make it seem like I'm just throwing shit out there. So they opened the season against Commanders. I think Commanders, that's in Washington. I think the Commanders are decent enough to get that one. All right.
Commanders are giving 7. That's
already.
The line is 7
already. They're already giving a touchdown favorite. So I think the Commanders get them in Washington. Then they go home against the Giants. The Giants are a better team. They should win that. They get the Cowboys at home. The Cowboys are far more talented than that. They should get that.
That'll be 16.5. You might see some record spreads against this team.
The spreads are going to be ridiculous against this squad because they're going to be
talking Adam Gase Jets bad, like minus 23.5.
Damn, you going that far, dog? Oof. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not saying you're crazy or senile or for saying.
Hey, Lamar, I say this respectfully to you, but shut the fuck up. If we're talking bad teams, this is my area of expertise. You want to talk Super Bowl contenders? You talk Super Bowl contenders. We want to talk bottom of the barrel teams. I am your motherfucker.
All right, so Commanders, Giants, Cowboys, 49ers in San Francisco. No way they win that. Bengals.
What's the next one?
Bengals in Arizona.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
They get
I got them 0-9 at the bye.
They go to the Rams. They go to the Rams. They go to Seattle.
Loss.
Baltimore at home.
Loss.
Go to Cleveland.
Loss.
Falcons at home.
Loss.
Go to Houston.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe. So that's what I'm saying. So the Rams twice, Houston in their bye week, to me, is their only opportunities to get wins.
Those back-to-back games in November, they might be 0-9. I mean, they should be, right? Washington, Giants, Dallas, Niners, Bengals, Rams, Seahawks, Ravens, Browns. You should be 0-9 unless somebody's atrociously injured and they can't put a roster together.
And
then they beat the Cardinals.
I just don't see that happening.
Their best 2 chances for wins are Falcons at home at Houston that week, 10 and 11. Because after that, it gets bad again. You got the Rams, Steelers, bye week. You could be 0-13 at your bye. And after that bye,
49ers. Bears. Obviously, the Bears are we'll divvy up who they might be. Eagles and Seahawks. Bro, I don't see 2 wins on this motherfucking schedule.
No.
I don't see it.
Someone's gonna have to go 16-1.
bro.
in order for my comment to be wrong, because they'd have to go 0-17. I will take less wins than any other team's losses.
Bro, this is hey, okay, so add this to the fact that they're dealing with this Michael Bidwell, Steve Kine crap with the burner phones and how they treated Steve Wilkes. Add that on top of that, bro. This is a dumpster fire. If there's no way you can get free agents to come there. There's no way. Like you had to get drafted or claim off of waivers to go there. What I'm saying, like, if you're a free, I don't think you could pay me enough to go play with that dumpster fire, bro. If I was a free agent.
You said get free agents. You didn't say get good or top free agents. You said get free agents. So I'm gonna school you again on the English language twice in the show. I'll take that on a technicality. They will get a free agent. They will not get the free agent.
Even if I was a reserve, I wouldn't go. I'm not gonna go. If I'm getting $800,000 a year to play football, I'm not gonna waste it in that trash franchise. That place is absolutely a dumpster fire. My man says, I think University of Georgia could beat the Cardinals, and I would take that. I would take the money line on the Bulldogs to win that too. I mean, I know we joke about it every year. A college team could beat the worst NFL team. In this situation, I think they actually can. It's actually I mean, this is absolutely atrocious on what's going on with the Cardinals.
When you look at them, right, the most important part of the Cardinals is going to be the 2024 draft. They got their own first round pick, and they have Houston's. Could be looking at 2 top 10 picks there.
I'm hoping Houston has.
Hey, Caleb Williams don't want to play for you, and he goes to the draft. You do the Peyton Manning or the Eli Manning thing. You draft him anyway and say, now pay us humongous dividends for this. You got 2 1s, a 2, 3 3s, a 4, 2, 3 5s, and a 7.
Trade it up.
You got 11 picks in this draft. Out of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 picks in the first 3.
Oh,
and then I'll give them 7 because their round 4 will be number 1 overall. So they're going to have 7 picks in the first 3 rounds, essentially, right? This is where you got to make your team. You gotta get building blocks. You got Paris Johnson, a left tackle, like Adam mentioned before. That's a huge building block, right? If you're going to roll with Kyler Murray going forward, you take Marvin Harrison Jr. if he comes out. You take Bowers, the tight end from Georgia, with the other pick. And now you went from having no weapons
to having a good
to Kyler Murray having dominant left tackle in Paris Johnson. Zach Ertz, a good tight end to teach Bowers if he still has a contract after this year. Then Hollywood Brown's contract expires. You got Rondell Moore, who's speed. And you got Marvin Harrison Jr. and you got Bowers. You start to get some players like that, and then after that 2024 season, that's when you become the destination, right? That's when you hope. You hope that you tear it down now, you draft well, you get lucky, some good guys fall to you, and you can turn around that offense really quickly. Nowadays, these wide receivers hit the league, man. Chase, Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Olave. These guys, Zay Flowers, Jackson Smith, and Najigba this year, who I'm big on both of those guys. I actually drafted both of them tonight in my big money league. These guys hit the league now and they're ready to go. It's no more physically learning the position. It's all about agility and quickness. You bring in Harrison, kid's going to be Pro Bowl quality receiver from day one.
First of all, Marvin Harrison's ready to go right now for any NFL squad.
He's ready to go as a freshman.
Yeah.
He was ready. First time I saw him play, Nikki goes, he's a freshman, Daddy, true freshman. I went.
Yeah, he's ready to go. And he had an awesome year last year as a sophomore. So
I would get a tight hamstring in October, right?
Why not?
You get one loss? Oh, my hamstring. National title's done? Oh, hamstring. I'm good.
Why the hell not? He's not going to hurt his draft stock.
I mean, Lamar did it with free agency.
It's not going to hurt his draft stock. It didn't hurt Lamar getting his money. Hey, that hammy, I can't play, coach. or better pull the Michael Thomas game. Man, my ankle fucked up. I can't.
Oh no. So you don't want to go the Michael Thomas route if you're a wide receiver, bro. Michael Thomas's foot looks like mine.
Hey, bro. Hey, I've never seen an ankle injury like cost a guy 3 years. That shit is crazy. I've never seen that. Michael Thomas. That ankle injury pretty much cost him 3 years.
I thought it was
foot, ankle, whatever it is. It's cost him 3 years. And
I've never seen a bone in the
like
foot,
that.
and then during rehab he did something to his ankle. Like I don't know. It seems weird, man.
Hey, you know
it's like the battered wife or girlfriend.
Yeah,
Michael, you all right? I'm fine. Meanwhile, the X-rays are like, "Well, you look like a truck rolled over your foot. What do you mean you're fine?"
Yeah. So obviously we haven't had a chance to talk about it yet.
Oh, wait, I got one more Michael Thomas joke, please.
Oh Lord, go ahead.
Michael Thomas is actually Hall of Fame eligible because he hasn't played in 5 years.
Oh, chill out. That was good. So we haven't had a chance to really talk about it. Trey Lance. I knew. All right, so everybody, you bear witness to this because this will never happen again, and I rarely do it. Got to commend big homie Nick Shine because he called it. He said it. He was on the train.
Say that again. Say that again.
Now fuck that. You better rewind. I ain't saying it again. He actually Nick Shine was the one that got me onto this train, as in
why? Who was I supporting so highly that I got laughed at?
Well,
Give it to me, bro.
no, I didn't. No, I didn't laugh at you. I was actually in support with you because it made sense. Big homie Nick Shine was like, "Hey, don't be surprised if you see Trey Lance get up out of there, getting traded, and Sam Darnold is going to be the number 2 and actually have a chance to get the number 1 position." And I was at first, I was like, you know what? I don't know. And then the more and more I thought about it, I was like, damn, it actually does make sense because let's be honest, Trey Lance never fit Kyle Shanahan's system. He did not fit it.
He didn't have enough college experience.
Well, based on
he would fit in anybody's system.
Well, here's my thing, Nick. I think he had the athleticism to make it into somebody's system. It's just that with Kyle Shanahan, look at the style of quarterbacks that he has. Jimmy G, Brock Purdy, even to, Nate Sudfeld or all these other guys that he's had in and out of the lineup. He hasn't had, the fact of the matter is he hasn't had a true quarterback ever since he's been in San Francisco because they always end up hurt. But the type
a bunch of like white preppy guys. Let's be real about it. It's like the Backstreet Boys have been Kyle Shanahan's quarterbacks in like rotation, right? He hasn't had any color ever playing court. Matt Ryan was one of the whitest guys in the world, right?
But I mean, pocket quarterbacks, and Trey Lance was more athletic than what Kyle Shanahan is.
You could say white. You don't have to say.
Nah, man, I'm trying to be professional. Anyway,
I got you.
But no, but to your point, yes, very. I mean, you're not wrong. Come on.
I like the way you're like, all right, I'm not going to acknowledge him, but to your point, yes.
So Trey Lance just never fit this system, and hey,
the
like
best
you
5
said,
minutes ever on the show with you.
Homie just didn't have the experience in college. He was playing, FBS, so he was playing at North Dakota State, where Carson Wentz went to. So he wasn't playing the ultimate top competition in college. He didn't play a lot. He had 1 year as a starter, played like 12 or 13 games, took the COVID year off, and then, came to the NFL. And that was one of the things that I started seeing that made your point so correct, is because it's like, all right, so this guy has been in our system for a minute now, and he's still not picking it up. And yes, we know about the injury part, but we're willing to look past it. But the fact of the matter is that he ain't picking up the system. Because if y'all saw that first preseason game against the Raiders, he was looking abysmal. He was looking terrible.
Yeah.
He was absolutely.
What was he looking?
Terrible. He was terrible. It was terrible. I mean, it was disgusting. I'm like, there's no way this dude's been in the system for 3 years and he can't even still make the right reads. And so right then and there, I'm like, oh yeah, he up out of there. And sure enough, he gets QB number 3 by his name. And they tried to downplay it, like, oh no, we're not trading him. We need 3 quarterbacks, which made sense because your health issue at quarterback in San Francisco, it made sense to keep him. But if you're gonna get a 4th rounder for the guy, might as well get him up off. But here's my thing, Nick.
Yeah.
You talk about all the compensation that you gave Miami to move up and get him. You gave them 3 first rounders. They used that. They used all 3 of those first round picks to get. They use it towards Bradley Chubb, use it towards to getting Tyreek, and they use it towards to get Jalen Waddle. So you just help Miami rebuild their franchise. And here's the thing.
They help Miami finish in 3rd place.
Well, yeah, but here's my thing. San Francisco, so the GM, John Lynch, and Kyle Shanahan should be counting their lucky stars that they got 3 NFC championship appearances in the last 4 years and a Super Bowl appearance in the last 4 years. Because we've seen this a million times, Nick. People get fired for failing on the quarterback.
Oh, God, yes. Yeah. And, I mean, I'm not saying the Jets are on the level of 49ers, but with this comparison, they are. You can see that the Jets are finally a good, well-run organization. They haven't had the success on the field that the Niners have had. But when you look at it, who else drafts a quarterback in the top 3? They both did. Wilson 2, Lance 3. 49ers obviously trade up from 12 to 3 that year and keeps their jobs.
Wow.
It's because how good the rest of the team is. Like they both have outstanding teams outside of the quarterback position. And now, like, imagine if Aaron Rodgers went to the 49ers. The hype around that would be, right? Everyone would be talking about the lock for the Super Bowl with that defense, that line, that run game, those weapons. And nobody's batting an eye.
Yeah.
They're like, okay. Like it's almost respectable that they decided to drop his ass and not force it and not ride it out. It's like, all right, we gave up those 3 picks.
Yeah.
It didn't work out. He doesn't fit. We were in an NFC championship last year with our QB4. The organization is in good hands. The organization has a good track record. We missed this one.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it moving, status quo.
Yeah.
If that happened to the New York Jets or the Giants in this market,
pink slips are flying.
3 1s and the guy wasn't Joe Burrow from day one, everybody down to the bathroom cleaners would be fucking fired.
Pink slips are flying. Man, Nick, I've never seen nothing like this, and
wow,
I've
hope
never
you take Dak's job.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm just never seen a lot of, I guess, non-flack, a lot of leeway given to a certain franchise because of the fact that, hey, they've been one of the premier teams in the NFC, but you can't dismiss the fact that they totally blew that shit.
Oh, they did. But this is what the boat did. Boat didn't rock at all.
No.
Boat didn't rock. There was no murky waters. There was no high tide. It was a calm little pond in the middle of, Idaho. There was no action to it. There was nothing going on. Nobody knows it exists. The waters were fine because they hit on the rest of their roster. And now you have Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, who you declare as your starter. Like,
and I gotta be
a wild story when you look at it. Like, I need a 30 for 30 on this. I need a documentary on the
mishap
the fall and the elevation of the 49ers quarterback room.
Oh my God.
I would pay. You want to give me a quarterback documentary? Give me a documentary the last 24 months on the 49ers quarterback room. The front office, what they were thinking, the trade, everything.
You can even go back to when they first made the trade to get Trey Lance. I was started there. Because look, my thing is that I've never seen a team literally miss so much at one position. And I was actually shocked that Brock Purdy got the number 1 job. I was shocked.
Do you not follow the Jets? Have you know our history at the quarterback position?
Well, I didn't want to bring it up, man. But
I'll do it. I'll self-stab it. Hey, you are already nice enough to me in the show. I'll shit on me for the rest of it. You take the night off.
but I mean, but what I'm saying is like, come on, man. Like, I didn't know that Brock Purdy was healthy enough because like this dude just had an elbow surgery in middle of January, or no more than 6-7 months ago. I didn't think that he was going to be ready, bro. I'll be honest. And I was actually thinking that Sam Darnold was probably going to get the start nod. But here's the thing. Sam Darnold might still be very important to them because I don't know about I don't know 100% about the health of Brock Purdy.
Also, you got to worry about the sophomore slump. The book is out on him now, right? There's a little bit. Sometimes quarterbacks can come in. I'll never forget Matt Barkley started a game for the Buffalo Bills and put on 41 on the Jets and then went into obscurity. This is back before they drafted Josh Allen. Like, I think they had Fitzpatrick and he got injured and Barkley came in and dropped the 41 spot, like his first start, and everyone thought he'd be like the next big quarterback. But then film gets out on you, right? Like the great ones, you know what they're going to do and they could still beat you. And then there's guys who surprise you and then they know what they're going to do and then they fall off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll see. There's some other news. Joe Burrow returned back to practice. I know that's a welcoming sight for Bengals fans. I know we're getting closer to the opening day game, and they're like, "Oh, and when's Burrow going to practice?" And it kind of goes back to that conversation we were having about the injury that he had in training camp. Where I was kind of worried, but not worried. The reason why I was worried is because the calf strain, we've seen it happen with Kevin Durant. Calf strains can sometimes turn into Achilles problems. So that was the only thing I was concerned about. But I wasn't concerned that he was going to miss week one. Look, I think Cincinnati's right now, they're in that. Is it fair to say that Cincinnati and Buffalo kind of are almost in that same parallel of window, championship window? Obviously, Cincinnati gets to a Super Bowl appearance, but that they've competed with Kansas City. They'll get some wins over them in the regular season. But Buffalo, I think their window's closing, and not to say that Cincinnati's window is closing, but I'll say this, because they're in a very tougher division than what they've been in the last couple of years. I mean, Baltimore, I think, is definitely going to be improved. Pittsburgh, low key, is actually going to be improved, and they're always going to be in the hunt because of Mike Tomlin's great coaching. And hey, Cleveland might sneak around and mess around, and get 7, 8, maybe 9 wins. So I think their division is hella tough. I don't think they're obviously they got to be proven wrong that they're not the best in the division. But damn it, I don't know.
Did you just talk like Cartman from South Park and say hella tough?
Hella tough. It's hella tough.
You guys are so hella cute.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you agree with me on that. I definitely think Buffalo's window is closing, but I think
I don't think it ever opened. If you don't even get to a Super Bowl,
that's fair.
And I'm not saying it to shit talk it, but at least the Bengals got there.
Yeah.
You got out of the AFC. To not even get out of the AFC when you know what it is. Everyone says the Cowboys, America's team, which
is crazy.
Buffalo has been the media darling, the small market, the very good fan base, right?
Yeah.
Like whenever things happen, Bills Mafia, donations and things like that. And, we all watched live on television what happened last year with Hamlin. I think everyone's got a sweet spot for Buffalo. Like New England fans hate Buffalo. Like even as a Jet fan, I don't hate Buffalo. They're not the Patriots or the Dolphins. Like to me, like they haven't been much since the Jim Kelly years. They had a little bit of a wild card with like Doug Flutie one year or Bledsoe. But they haven't been very good. So I don't hate them. I got like a sweet spot in my heart for teams that have suffered and fan bases that have suffered like the Jets have. So I look at them and I just think that it's a very talented team. They don't have many holes on their roster. Something's missing.
Yeah.
Something's missing. And you can't keep coming up short and keep telling me that you're a contender, because contenders at least get there and miss. You know what I mean? The Eagles last year got there, missed. You know, they won it a few years earlier. They retooled and their window's open. You know, the Bengals got there, lost. I can't look at the Bills and keep saying they're a contender when they can't even get out of the AFC. And they're going to really lose their shit this year when the Jets top them and get out of the AFC.
They're going to put so much pressure on Josh Allen to carry the squad.
It's the Buffalo Allens, right? Like they go, if God forbid he gets hurt, you're looking at a really, really bad team.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was on the cover, man. We know how to man curse shit. Hey, man. Hey. But I mean, it's just, you said it. It's like something's missing, and I can't put my finger on it. But I mean, I know we kind of talked about it on Monday with the preview show with the AFC East fellas, but you just look at just bad deals. And I'm still looking at this bad deal with Von Miller, who's even going to start on the season on the PUP list. He's going to miss the first 4 games. So he's not medically or physically ready to play. And you gave that man so much money as a 33, 34-year-old veteran. And I get it. People, do I think the elite skills are still there with Von? Yeah. But it don't mean shit if you can't stay on the field. How elite can you be if you can't be on the field? So I get it. The skills and talent are there. But if the body's failing, come on. Ask any pro athlete that says, yeah, man, I still could have played, but my body just wouldn't let me. I don't think Von Miller's body is there. It's a shell of himself. But he's laughing to the bank, and Buffalo was stupid enough to give him the contract.
I had a great line today on Twitter. With that Rodgers and that New York Giant defender.
Yeah. He's like, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Somebody commented, my buddy, a Buffalo Jet fan, commented, and then I said something, and a Giant fan popped in. I was like, oh, he's been blocking everyone on the Jets on Twitter. So all the Jets fans are like screenshot. Oh, I got blocked. It's like a thing today. And I said something, and then Giants fan, 2 of them replied like, oh, you got owned. And they put like cat emojis, like I guess to call me a pussy or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, I would have came and replied sooner, but I got caught in line behind Daniel Jones at the bank cashing checks he doesn't deserve.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Hey, I'll say this. Daniel Jones, he's going to have to show why he earned that money this year. I don't know about you.
I'll give you a hot take.
What's
Daniel
up?
Jones has a better year than Josh Allen.
Ooh.
I'll give you a hot take.
Ooh.
I think year 2 with Dable and the additions that they've made, and you give him Waller, the tight end, I'll say Daniel Jones has a better year than Josh Allen.
Well, shit me. Hey, man, think about it. I mean, to your point, 2 years with Dable, 2 years without Dable. You might be on to something right there.
The odds are, I mean, it's a long shot, right? But fuck it. If I hit, it's worth talking about.
No, I couldn't even go against you on that, bro. You know, when I think you're full of shit, I'd argue down to the death of me, but I can't combat that. I just think just Josh Allen is going to have so much pressure on him to do what he did last year. He's going to try to think he's Superman and feels like he's going to have to make the play every time. And they're not going to run the ball enough. Ken Dorsey, I don't think is good enough as an offensive coordinator to formulate a good plan even if they get down by a touchdown or so, to make sure, hey, don't freak out. Let's stay within the confines of our plan and, keep going forward. I don't think he's that smart enough of a play caller. He's not going to use James Cook enough, which is going to be silly. You just got Harris from New England, who was solid as a RB2 last year. I don't think he's going to use him enough. So you got 2 tight ends in Knox and Kincaid, a rookie, and you got Stephon Diggs. And I don't care what they want to say, Nick, that little quorum that they got between Diggs and Allen is real. I don't give a fuck what nobody saying. That shit's real.
Where there's smoke, there's fire, right?
Of course. And we've seen this from Stephon Diggs. When he doesn't get the ball, what does he do? He pouts. He's upset. He's angry. And he's mentally checked out of a football game.
Yep. And if we know anything about children, human beings, with what we've seen in the world the last decade, it's that the next time you throw it through before, right? It's not less
They
of
always
a
escalate.
They escalate. You know, you're kicking a field goal tent on the side of the field.
Amen.
You're slamming a tablet. You're walking off. You're taking off your jersey at MetLife Stadium and trotting off the field with CTE. Shit escalates. Shit escalates.
I don't think he's going to go full AB, dog.
He's a wide receiver. They all end up full AB.
I don't think he's going to go full
They all end up awful bitches. They all end up going AB, man.
That came off the top of your head, and I'll give you credit for that one because there's no way.
I'm great with those acronyms. You give me random letters, and I can come up with a great acronym on the top of my head.
Hey, man.
That's one of my useless life talents that I have.
Nah, man, I just think, man, it's going to be a struggle for Buffalo this year. I know they're going to get
I hope.
Well, obviously, you as a Jets fan, but I'm just saying as a football fan, they always been in that, quote unquote conversation to be in the AFC. But I just think, hey, the Jets are going to be, they're going to be competent. The Dolphins are going to be competent. And
they're right there. They're a good team. Like, the window's not open, but they're pressed up against it like this.
They're fogging the bitch up with their hot breath.
They're close.
Yeah.
Things go the right way. Some other teams get some injuries. They could very well be there, but I don't know. It's just they haven't done it yet. They're missing something.
Yeah, and then the Patriots defense the Patriots will go as far as their defense takes them because the damn sure won't be their offense.
So
6-11,
dude. They're going 6-11.
They're going to be terrible, bro. I know.
And they traded their biggest weapon. They traded their field goal kicker, Nick Folk. So how the fuck are they going to score now?
Damn it! If I'm a
Hey, I didn't realize how late it got, brother. I got therapy in the morning. I got to be up real early.
No, you're good. We're about to shut down shop anyway, man. I'm glad you came on here.
Shout out again to Matt. Much love from me and my family to you and yours, brother. The whole I.O.W. family, and can't wait to see you pop up in the chat or be back on screen, man. So. God bless Matt, his family, loved ones, doctors taking care of him, everybody. I hope it turns out as well as we all hope it can.
Nah, no doubt. Go handle your business, brother. But hey, man, we shut down shop anyway. Hey, man, y'all tap in with us. Proud New York Jets fan. If you're a Jets fan, tap in with that content. Wildcard Chiefs fan. No Name Podcast. The Detroit Mail hits up for you Lions fans, the only two that exist in the world. Make sure you tap in with him. I.O.W. Sports Network. We all over the place. Facebook, Instagram, especially here on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification every time we drop content. And again, hey, sending positive vibes and love to our brother MJ, man. Peace and love. Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Peace out.
Yes, y'all. It's your boy Wildcard Mar here, and I'm excited, folks. I hope you are, because football is back, baby. Yes, it is. And what better way to celebrate football being back by joining the I.O.W. Sports Football Pick'em League? It gives you an opportunity as football fans to test your football knowledge if you can pick the winners of each game for 18 straight weeks. But please believe, it's going to be some stiff competition out there because we've done this for the last 3 years. Of course, you're looking at the inaugural winner, Melvin Wall from Man Down Sports, our year 2 winner. You see him rocking the championship belt. And then, of course, I.O.W. Sports' very own Jersey Boy MJ won the Pick'em League last year. He walked away with the championship belt, bragging rights, but most importantly, $200 cash. We gonna up that pot this year, y'all. Get a chance to win $300 cash, the championship belt, and bragging rights. So in order to join the Football Pick'em League, here's how you do it. You must pay an entry fee of $10. Send it to either PayPal, Zelle, or Cash App. Give us your email, and in return, we will give you the link to join the group league. And after that, it's up to you. Y'all think you know how to pick NFL games for 18 straight weeks? You want the bragging rights? You want the championship belt? You want the $300 cash? Join the league. September 7th will be here in no time, so you don't want to wait too long. You don't want to hesitate at a chance of winning some cash, a championship belt, and bragging rights. Until then, keep enjoying all this I.O.W. sports content on I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Wildcard Mar.